of July 1st, 2023, the state of epidemic emergency was renounced in Poland. This means significant changes in the legality of foreigners which stay in Poland. With the lapse of 30 days from the cancellation of the state of epidemic emergency, the extended periods of authorizations, validity of documents and extended deadlines for the performance of certain activities by foreigners will end. However, special solutions for Ukrainian citizens remain valid. COVID is a word that has taken over our minds for over 2 years and has significantly affected the lives of each of us. The COVID-19 pandemic has also had a huge impact on a society and foreigners. The introduction of restrictions such as lockdowns, social distancing and wearing masks have changed our daily lives. Schools, businesses, restaurants and other public places were closed or reduces their activities. From March 14, 2020, the state of epidemic emergency was enforced in Poland. And then from March 20, 2020, the state of epidemic. Later on, the state of epidemic emergency was introduced in Poland again on May 16, 2022 as a consequence of the previous state of epidemic. On July 1st, 2023, the state of epidemic emergency was renounced, which resulted in the termination of the regulations introduced by the Act of March 2nd, 2020 on special solutions related to the prevention, counteracting and combating of COVID-19. July 1st, 2023 is therefore very important for all foreigners who use special solutions introduced during the epidemic of COVID. The applicable regulations allowed people who wanted to pursue their current purpose of stay or could not leave Poland due to the spread of the virus to legally stay in the country. The provision of the COVID Act provided for the extension of legal stay until the expiry of 30th day following the date of cancellation on the state of epidemic emergency. This applies to persons who stayed in Poland on the basis of one of the residence titles in force in Poland on March 14, 2020, which is on the day when the state of epidemic emergency was announced. Thus, for these persons, legal stay in Poland will end of July 31st, 2023. Residence cards. Until July 31st, 2023, the period of validity of residence cards should be considered extended if it's expired during the state of epidemic emergency or state of epidemic. Visas. A similar situation applies to persons whom the period of validity of national visa or temporary residence permit has expired during the state of epidemic emergency or epidemic. July 31st, 2023 is the last date of legal stay on the basis of those documents. Work permits. If the last day of validity of a foreigner's work permit fell during the state of epidemic emergency or state of epidemic, the period of validity of this work permit was extended by law until the end of 30th day following the date of cancellation of the state which was enforced last. Therefore, on July 31st, 2023, knowing the end date of the state of epidemic, it should be considered that the period of validity of those permits will end. It should be noted that many foreigners, despite the fact that they could use special solutions introduced by Polish government during epidemic, they still applied for a temporary or permanent residence permit in Poland much earlier, thus without waiting for the official cancelling of the epidemic state. Return decision. July 31st will be also the last day to which the deadline for the foreigners' voluntary return to the country or leaving our country has been extended in accordance with the final decisions. So until when you can submit an application to continue your legal stay. An application for extending the validity of work permit or residence permit should be submitted no later than on the last day of the validity period of the extended period under the COVID Act, which will be the July 31st, 2023. The date of July 31st will therefore be a significant date in the lives of foreigners residing in Poland. Special solutions for Ukrainians. Importantly, the legal stay of Ukrainian citizens and certain members of their families who came to Poland in the period from February 24, 2022, in connection with military operations conducted in Ukraine, will be extended until March 4, 2024, and in some cases until August 31st or September 30th, 2024. As a conclusion, verify the validity of your residence permit and, if necessary, immediately submit an appropriate application to the competent authority in order to continue your legal stay in Poland. Also, if you have been obligated to return under a final administrative decision to your home country, remember that you must leave the territory of Poland by July 31st, 2023. After this period, your stay will be considered illegal. If you have additional questions related to the legalization of your stay in Poland, in particular if you have used special solutions for foreigners introduced due to pandemic of COVID-19, leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Also, as always, remember to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and hope to see you next time very soon.